Hey guys, this is Bando Guy 4, bringing you another episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. In the previous part, we went through Mount Moon and arrived here in Cerulean City. The first thing I'm going to show you here is this guy, who will talk about Pokemon badges. And I will show you what the Cascade badge, which we get here in Cerulean City, does. Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. That includes even outsiders you obtain in trades. That's what I was talking about not using Bellsprout a whole lot yet, since I got it in a trade. Not until I get the Cascade badge will it obey me up until level 30. There's a rare candy hidden here, which I'm surprised how many people forget to pick that up, though I don't use rare candies all that much anyway. In here you can get from this old man a powder jar. Yes, I have interest in berries. And he will give you that. Pokemon FireRed and Leaf Green came with a wireless adapter, and if you use that, you can crush berries and make powder with it. But I don't actually know anyone else who has a wireless adapter. Both my brother and I actually bought this game used, but I went out and got the wireless adapter separately, but I don't know anyone else who has it, so I really can't take advantage of that. You can see a Team Rocket member back there, and you can also see that they were robbed, and the rocket is actually very close. I'm going to save real quick right here, not for any particular reason, except of course that coming up here you will find once again your rival. And here's our rival again. Yo, Red, you're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Red. So, we gotta deal with this guy yet again. And his first Pokemon is gonna be a Pidgeotto, and it's cheating Pidgeotto, because as we found out recently, Pidgeotto evolved, or rather Pidgey evolves into Pidgeotto at level 18, and his is only level 17. So, like the cheater is, he now must be punished. And that will take place very, very quickly, because his Pidgeotto just isn't as awesome. And now he's going to send out his Rattata, which is an annoying Pokemon. It likes to use Quick Attack a lot, so I'll use Quick Attack as well, so that I still get to go first anyway. And he's probably going to send out his Squirtle next. Yep. And his Squirtle is level 18, so there's no reason it shouldn't evolve. But if you don't want to evolve your Pokemon for some reason, which can be because it learns different moves after it evolves, or you want it to learn certain moves sooner, all I have to do is push the B button, and that will halt evolution, which I haven't mentioned yet, and I have no idea why I neglected to mention that, because it's a very helpful hint. And I'm just going to finish off his Squirtle here. So, Kathleen beasted through his first 3 Pokemon, no problem. And it's time to learn Whirlwind. I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of Tackle, because I have a normal type move that I like more. Whirlwind will switch out a opponent either with another Pokemon if it's a trainer battle, or if it's a wild encounter, it will end the battle. And his last Pokemon is going to be an Abra, which is an awesome Pokemon, but its only move is Teleport, and since this is a trainer battle, it doesn't do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and send out Anton, and you'll get to see why I haven't been using it a whole lot, most likely. So I'm going to tell it to use Growth. Anton ignored orders, and instead decided to use Wrap. So it may ignore your orders and use a different move, or it can either loaf around, pretend not to notice, or just not do anything. Occasionally it will do exactly what it is that you tell them to do, but normally they will not. See, I used Growth again, even though I wanted to use Vine Rip. So that's why I'm not using Anton a whole lot. There is a good reason, I suppose, for them to ignore your orders occasionally, because as you'll see when Abra's defeated here, a traded Pokemon will gain 1.5 times multiplier on their experience, so I imagine they added in the whole ignoring thing to make it so that you can't just abuse the experience boost and control that Pokemon and sweep through the game with it. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC too, so he is someone. Since you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Yeah, I smell great. Oh yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really. You're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. I can't talk tonight. Which is the same as always. A chatty gossip like you, that thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am going. Smell ya. So, what he just gave us is the fame checker here. And it's going to be at the bottom. You can gain information on important trainers as you talk to certain people. And when all 6 bits of information have been gathered about them, you can push start and they'll give you a message. But since I don't have all 6 on any of these people, I don't get to see their message yet. I probably won't show me getting all of those bits of information on screen, but as I get all 6 about certain people, if I decide to do it at all, then I'll show you their message at least. So, I'm going to... yeah, I'll heal up real quick and meet you right back here. Alright, so I'm back, and I'm going to be heading up this bridge now, and there are going to be several trainers on this bridge. People call this the Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize. Think you got what it takes? I'm sure I do. But since this is just going to be a whole bunch of battles, I'm probably not going to bother talking about the battles a whole lot. So, my first topic here will be talking about my internet again. Our internet service provider is Frontier, if you weren't already aware of that. And right now, according to their records, we are running a 700 kilobit per second connection, which is absolutely true. I've tested it many times. And we've been on the phone with them quite frequently trying to get our internet speed upgraded recently. You may recall, while recording previous episodes, I was waiting for the call from them to talk with them. And we have finally supposedly gotten that all sorted out, and we're going to have a anywhere from 30-minute to 4-hour blackout on our internet and phones on the 9th, which is 4 days from now. So, well, we won't have any... that's what happens if you push LRR in this game. We won't have anything for a while, but if we're really getting up to 7 megabits per second on our connection, which is the highest they offer to us, which, I mean, it's a lot better at least. So, it'll definitely be worth having no internet for a little bit, but because of that, any upload I may have for Tuesday may be at an odd time. The good news is, since I'm recording this, I'll have 6 days in a row of videos, and that hasn't happened in a long time. And I forgot to switch where Whirlwind is, so I'm going to use it accidentally often. If you want to switch the order of your moves where they are here, you can push select and then just switch it with another one. So I generally have an attacking move in that first slot there, but since I hadn't switched out Whirlwind yet, I was likely to use it when I didn't intend to many times. Let's see, another thing I can talk about is nothing really. Catherine's going to go up to level 21 here, and that's awesome. But, yeah, I've got nothing. There's a Bellsprout, which isn't as cool as my Bellsprout, because even the Bellsprout that's traded and you don't have the gym badge to control that's named Anton is better than any other Bellsprout. But no one can control Anton, he's just too awesome. Part of why I'm so out of it might be because I haven't like eaten anything today, because I was up until like 7 AM in the morning and then fell asleep and woke up around 3, so I missed all reasonable meal times. I'm actually waiting for pizza to arrive right now. Ordered from Rosati's, getting some double dough meat mania going, and that sounds even though I don't particularly like Rosati's a lot more than other pizza places, food in general sounds really good to me right now, because I'm like hungry all the time, but when I don't eat a lot during a day, it just gets extremely exaggerated, and I didn't switch into Value. I think I was intending to do that at some point. Yeah, I'm like 6 feet tall and weigh, I estimate around 110 pounds, and that makes people have the assumption that I don't eat a lot, and they could not be more wrong. I eat such a ridiculous amount, and I very rarely, if ever, am full and therefore not hungry. So I'm like halfway expecting my stomach to just growl, and my microphone will pick it up because my microphone picks up a lot of outside noise. And if my stomach growls, I'll just go ahead and leave it in so that you can hear my crazy stomachness. Anything else I'll cut out though. Here you have the AC on. Because of where I record in our basement, and the room directly behind me is the room that has our heating and air conditioning unit, and so whenever it turns on, it interrupts my recording. Actually, when I was recording Legend of Zelda, the finale, I had to wait for like an hour before I could record it because the furnace would just not stop going. I would get ready to record, and then it would turn on, and I'd be like, well, I don't want to start the recording when the furnace is going, because the heat is actually somewhat louder than the cooling, and I don't know exactly why that is, but that's just the way it seems to work. And I'm going to heal again real quick. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to talk to this guy. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just won a fabulous prize. And this is why it's called Nugget Bridge, because you get a nugget at the end. And I love this guy. I want to answer yes to all of his questions. Or at least most of them. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? Yes, I would love to join Team Rocket. Please, may I? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokémon. Want to join? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Come on, join us. Please, let me. But of course I'm a silent protagonist, so he's going to turn into the Godfather and make us an offer we can't refuse. But I don't want to refuse the offer, but because Team Rocket is the evil organization we're fighting, they will not let me join them. The game apparently wants us to have good morals, and I want to be a criminal. Only in the context of the game, of course. And I keep on pushing R, because it's interesting, because I'm doing this on the Game Boy Player, so of course I'm using a GameCube controller, and like when I'm playing Mario Party or something, I'll be trying to push down the L or R button and it just won't work, and now I'm trying to avoid the L and R buttons so that I don't have to keep on bringing up that help screen, and I just can't manage to avoid it. It keeps happening. It's really quite annoying. This particular controller is better than the one I usually use for playing GameCube games, because I play most GameCube games on the Wii now, and I'm using a Wavebird controller, so I have the wireless going, and if I put it in the Wii, it goes on the top and the sensor gets interrupted because it's not a straight line. But when I'm playing actually on the GameCube, I use the Wavebird controller, so I can sit back and relax while I'm recording. But there's that Team Rocket grunt out of the way. With your ability, you become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste. I really don't want to let it, but the game will make me. I'm going to pick up a couple items here, because they're just laying around. There's TM45. It contains a tract. You can see that there's a berry hidden there. I'm going to be on Route 25 for a second here, but I'm not actually going to finish up being on Route 25 in this part. There's a Pecha berry, which I don't know what that does. There's also another item hidden around here. But what I want to do now, before I end off this episode, the most important thing to do here is I'll battle this trainer just to get her out of my way. She saw my feet from the grass, which Okay, whatever. Oh, that's a dude. Yeah, this is Camper Shane. I thought he was a she. Anyway, what I want to do in this grass, there are 3 new Pokemon you can find here. Or, rather, 2 in each version. Darn it! Anyway, if you are playing Leaf Green, you will be able to find Bellsprout in this grass. If you are playing Fire Red, you will be able to find Oddish in this grass. And regardless of which version you are playing, you will be able to find a Abra in this grass. And Abra is something that I want a lot. So, I'm going to try and find one. I believe its appearance percentage is only 15, which isn't all that bad, but like for Weedle, for example, I've got a 20% chance of finding it, so. Okay, and here's an encounter. I really hope it's... Yes, it's Abra. Okay. So I've been recording this for about half an hour, Abra, and I think I hear pizza here. So please, just get a Tri-Great Ball. Please, get in the ball. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay. So what would you say if I told you after half an hour that this isn't even going to be a main member of my team? Yeah, that's right. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, feel free to comment. If you like my videos so far, subscribe because there's more on the way. This has been Nugget 4, and I will see you guys next time when I have some pizza in my belly.